Welcome to this explainer. We are looking at a really intense, rapidly unfolding situation right now in Tamil Nadu. The historic May 4th election results just dropped, and we're in completely uncharted territory. As of today, May 5th, the state is right in the middle of incredibly high-stakes negotiations because, for the first time in recent memory, Tamil Nadu is facing a hung assembly. The political landscape is literally shifting by the minute, and established norms, well, they're being tested like never before. Okay, let's dive into this and look at exactly what the numbers are telling us about this rapid-fire drama.
Here's a quick roadmap of how we'll break this down. We'll start with the 2026 election math, then look at how parties are scrambling to secure their elected MLAs. After that, we'll map out the coalition bridge, check in on the opposition stances, and finally, count down the ticking clock of the next 24 hours.
First up, the 2026 election math, and how exactly this hung assembly emerged. To really wrap our heads around this drama, we have to look past the political speeches and objectively stare at the hard numbers. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly where things stand. Out of the 234 total seats, TVK, led by Vijay, has come out on top as the single largest party with 108 seats. It's a huge lead, but as you can see, it's a fragmented mandate. You've got the DMK sitting at 59 seats, AIADMK at 47, Congress and PMK holding 9 between them, and others taking the final 11. TVK is way out in front, sure, but they definitely don't have absolute control. Which brings us to the most important number in Tamil Nadu right now, 118. In an assembly of 234, 118 is the absolute magic number you need to form a simple majority government. You have to hit it. And the crazy thing creating all this tension is that no single party got there, not even TVK with their massive 108-seat haul. That gap, that little space between 108 and 118, that's exactly where all of today's political maneuvering is happening.
Moving on to Section 2, securing the elected MLAs, or basically, how to protect that lead.
See, when you fall short of a majority, your very first job isn't making new friends, it's keeping the ones you just won. We're seeing TVK make 3 really tactical moves right now. First, Vijay was unanimously elected as the legislative party leader by his 108 MLAs, leadership locked in. Second, they're playing classic resort politics. They've reportedly moved a bunch of their MLAs to a highly secure, undisclosed location in Mamallapuram. It's a straight-up defensive play to stop rival factions from poaching anyone while they negotiate. And third, they're going on the legal offensive. Vijay has officially written to Governor Rajendra Arlekar, formally staking his claim to form the government since he leads the single largest party.
Section 3, building the coalition bridge and doing the actual math to hit 118.
Staking a claim is great, but proving you actually have the majority, that's a whole different ballgame. So, the crucial point is, how does TVK practically cross that gap? Let's say we factor in the 5 seats held by the Congress Party. That bumps TVK's total up to 113, but guess what? They are still exactly 5 seats short of that magic number. The DMK has been very quick to highlight this, pointing out that Congress alone absolutely does not push TVK over the finish line. That bridge is still incomplete.
So who actually holds the cards here? Based on our sources, TVK is heavily negotiating with 2 specific groups right now. First up is the PMK, who hold 4 seats. If TVK gets PMK on board, their total climbs to 117. But notice that number, 117 is still one incredibly frustrating seat short of a majority. And that elevates the second group, the 11 independents and smaller party members. Impartially speaking, these non-aligned winners have become the ultimate kingmakers in Tamil Nadu today. Their individual choices will literally dictate who controls the state.
Section 4, the opposition stances. Let's see who is watching and waiting. While TVK is frantically trying to build this bridge, how are the established Dravidian parties handling this completely unprecedented situation? We're actually seeing 2 entirely different playbooks. On one side, you have the DMK under MK Stalin. Now, Stalin actually lost his own seat in Kalathur, but he remains the party president, and he's promising a strong, exemplary opposition. They are aggressively calling out TVK's lack of a clear majority, basically warning that any minority government is going to face intense, relentless pressure from day one. On the flip side, we have AIADMK and Edapadi K. Palaniswamy, or EPS. After finishing 3rd overall, EPS has stayed remarkably quiet on alliances, choosing instead to focus heavily inward, doing internal party reviews and quietly reflecting on the numbers.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 5, the next 24 hours in the ticking clock.
Because here's the thing, this maneuvering can't go on forever. Constitutional deadlines are forcing everyone's hand. The timeline mapped out by our sources is tight. Today, May 5th, is totally consumed by resort politics and backroom negotiations. Tomorrow, May 6th, the governor is expected to officially meet with Vijay. If the governor gives the green light to form a government, we're looking at a massive, tentative swearing-in ceremony on May 7th at the Nehru Indoor Stadium. But that only happens if those support letters are actually finalized. And even if they are, the ultimate test awaits, a strict 15-day deadline for a floor test. TVK will have to physically stand up in the assembly and prove they have 118 votes.
Which brings us to the big, overarching question to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. During his campaign, Vijay promised a clean break from traditional Dravidian politics. But as the math just showed us, getting to 118 requires compromise and coalition building. Can a stable coalition actually be secured in the next few hours without compromising that core promise? Or is Tamil Nadu entering a prolonged era of political instability? The decisions made in these crucial next 24 hours are going to define the state's future. Keep a close eye on the numbers, because in a hung assembly, literally every single seat changes the game.